You want to visit a place that's equal parts historic charm, dark mystery, and nightmare fuel? Welcome to Lep Castle, Ireland's most haunted stronghold and arguably one of the creepiest castles on the planet. Hidden away in County Offaly, this place looks like it came straight out of a Gothic novel. Today, we're going behind the crumbling stone walls to uncover the legends, the blood-soaked history, and the ghostly residents that just won't leave. Lep Castle, located near the town of Roscrea. It dates back to the 13th century, though some claim parts of it were built even earlier, possibly on ancient Druidic ceremonial grounds. It was originally constructed by the O'Bannon clan, who were basically the sidekicks to the more powerful O'Carroll clan. But don't let the name, sidekick, fool you. These guys weren't exactly peaceful landowners. In fact, Lep Castle was built on a literal power struggle. Legend says two O'Bannon brothers fought to the death by leaping off a rock to see who would rule the land. Hence, the name. Now let's talk about one of the most infamous rooms in the castle, the Bloody Chapel. This chapel earned its name thanks to a good old-fashioned murder. The O'Carroll clan, who eventually took over the castle, were known for their ruthless power plays, and family dinners often ended in, well, not dessert. One of the most famous stories involves a priest, an O'Carroll himself, who was saying mass when his own brother stormed in and ran him through with a sword, right at the altar. The chapel is said to still echo with that energy. Visitors report flickering lights, sudden cold spots, and even disembodied chanting. Because who doesn't love a Gregorian chant with their ghost sightings? As if ghost priests weren't enough, Lep Castle also has something truly medieval, an oubliette. Basically, it's a hidden pit behind a trapdoor in the chapel floor. Unwanted guests, or enemies, or unlucky wanderers, would be dropped in and left to rot with no way out. When the castle was being restored in the early 1900s, workers found the oubliette. Inside? Hundreds of human bones. So many, they had to cart them out by the wheelbarrow. And as if that's not bad enough, wooden spikes at the bottom. Now we get to Lep Castle's most famous supernatural resident, the Elemental. This one's not your typical sad ghost in a Victorian dress. It's described as a small, shadowy creature with a horrific stench, like sulfur and decay, glowing red eyes, and a sense of pure dread that hits you like a ton of bricks. Some believe it was conjured by druids. Others say it was unleashed during one of the many murders or maybe summoned accidentally during occult rituals. Either way, guests who've seen it all agree, it's not friendly, and it's not from around here. If you smell rotten flesh in the air, maybe don't stick around for tea. Lep Castle isn't just home to one ghost, it's practically got a census. Here are a few more spirits you might run into. The Red Lady. She's seen gliding down hallways in a flowing red gown, holding a dagger. Legend says she was imprisoned and assaulted by the O'Carrolls, and her spirit never moved on. The two little girls, Emily and Charlotte, are often seen playing in the hallways. Legend says they lived in the castle in the 1600s. One died after falling from a high window. The other? Well, she just sort of stuck around. The murdered guard, often spotted pacing the battlements. This soldier was likely killed in one of the castle's many family feuds. Basically, if Lep Castle were a hotel, you'd need a separate guest registry for the dead. After all the bloodshed, battles, and ghost drama, you'd think Lep Castle would be abandoned forever. But surprisingly, it's not. In the 1990s, a man named Sean Ryan, a musician, bought the castle and started restoring it. He and his family still live there today. Sean has embraced the haunted rep, and he's even shared stories of strange occurrences, phantom footsteps, music playing with no source, and that delightful rotting smell that shows up for no reason. He's done an incredible job restoring the structure while keeping its dark charm. Would you stay here? Leave a comment and let us know. Here's the part you've been waiting for. Can you actually visit? Yes, but it's by appointment only. The castle is a private residence, not a tourist trap. If you're up for a truly unique, spine-tingling experience, you can arrange a visit directly through the Ryan family. Tours are personal, informal, and sometimes even led by Sean himself. You'll get first-hand stories, a walk through the infamous Bloody Chapel, and maybe even a surprise cameo from a ghost or two. Remember to be respectful. It's a real place, with real history, and, possibly, real spirits. Plus, it's not polite to provoke the ancient elemental demon. Why does Lep Castle still hold our fascination? Maybe it's the legends. Maybe it's the architecture. Or maybe, deep down, we're all just a little curious about what might still be lurking in the shadows. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that Lep Castle has a presence. A story that seems to hang in the air, waiting for the next visitor to step through the iron gates. Thanks for joining us on this haunted tour through Lep Castle. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Until next time, travel smart and stay spooky.